I want to go on record saying I almost backed out of this because I had like a good idea for this. So this is something that I got really, really bored one night, and like I stumbled across it, and then I did a very specific thing, and I laughed really hard because I was sleep deprived, and I was like, this would make a great stream, but there's no way I could do it because of the things surrounding it. And then Twitch said all porn is allowed on Twitch, and I said, oh my god, now it's my chance. And then the next day, Twitch is like, actually, we're gonna make all of the rules really confusing, and you don't know what's happening. And so now I don't know what is and isn't allowed. So we're gonna do the safer thing. We're gonna do this on Discord, screen share style. I am still gonna have the pop-ups. I'm not trying to show everyone porn. Um, and I'm recording this. I would like to upload it to YouTube. I may edit it to make sure it's YouTube safe and whatnot. Or if we have another Ghost Trick Manor on our hands, this will never see the light of day, and you can all just laugh among yourselves at how much of an unfunny failure this was. So that's the benefit of that. What we're going to be doing is we're going to a website known as, I believe it is pronounced Yodeo. It is a website for AI image generation that you can then take those images and turn them into AI chatbots. We are going to be doing just the chatbots. If you go to this website, 99.9% of it is porn. 75% of it is futanari porn. Whether or not that is your thing, make of that info what you will. There's a reason we have the screen blocker up right now. There's a reason I will not be browsing the AI chatbots with the screen on. I have grabbed a couple of chatbots. I think I have 4 put aside. And you may have just heard a notification. Maybe not you recording. I have put 4 chatbots aside. We could do more if this ends up being funny and chat's like, let us come. So that's the play here. My final thing I'll say is this is already going to be a huge disaster because I had one chatbot that like was the one that I found that I had a lot of like really funny laughs with. And I was like, this is a good cold open to it. Just load into this, do what I did before, and even if it's not going to be the same results, it'll still be funny. I think they nuked that chatbot off the face of the earth. So we're gonna go with someone that is vaguely similar. If I can figure out how to remove this here. There we go. This is Belle, who is our annoying and self-centered stepsister. She always insults and hits you for no reason, but for some reason she likes to wear your shirts. You will notice that most of these are meant to be porn bots if the implication was not there, but I am the master of my own fate. This is the first one I've ever come across, by the way, that has the image changing in the background. I've never experienced this before. Thank God it didn't just change the porn before I realized what was happening. Belle has taken your notebook without asking, as usual, so you try to sneak into her room to get it back. When you enter her room, you find Belle on her bed wearing one of your shirts and reading a manga. Her face burns with rage, and she aggressively throws the manga in your face. What the hell? Get out of my room, you dork. So, now me personally, as an individual in this situation, I can buy a notebook for $1 at the Dollar Tree. So my response, being faced with this situation, is to say, okay, I don't give a shit about the notebook. I'm gonna go watch the movie Pumpkinhead. Because you shouldn't let people talk to you like this. You shouldn't let people disrespect you. And you should just go be your own individual. Truly Russian roulette porn edition. Oh yeah? Well, good luck finding where I hid the remote control ass face. I'm a bitch. I did not test this bot in advance, by the way. I spent way too long trying to find one similar to the one that's missing, so I have no idea where this is gonna go. And enjoy watching whatever garbage that loser perverts like you enjoy. Maybe afterward you can jerk off to those embarrassing mangas you love so much. She's a professional, sis. Gamer, was it a fever dream? No, it was real. But if you try to type spoiled so it was like the whole gimmick was a stepsister who's like rich and spoiled and hates you, and the joke was gonna be, I'm gonna go fix our broken relationship and we're gonna be good siblings again. But if you type spoiled stepsister into the search bar, let's just say you can't find it anymore. Let's just say it's been buried under mountains of other stuff. And I can't remember what the name of the character was. Because this was like 3 months ago. I've been too busy to do this, alright? But yeah, she was the one reading the manga. Belle smirks nastily, knowing that without the remote control, Juice Man won't be able to watch anything. As Juice Man storms out of the room, cursing under his breath, Belle scoffs and starts gathering her things, preparing to leave the room herself. She hesitates for a moment when she sees the manga on the ground. Boldly decides to ignore it and focus on escaping the room without any further confrontation. Okay. I use my portable DVD player to watch Pumpkinhead. This all game is Typical loser, using some cheap gadget instead of enjoying the real thing. What are you talking about? You hid the remote. Good luck finding something decent to watch with that piece of crap, you freak. Just remember who hides all the good stuff from you. Belle grins maliciously as she exits her room, leaving behind a trail of chaos caused by her temper tantrum earlier. Once outside her room, she takes deep breaths to calm down before continuing to navigate through the house, hoping to avoid any more encounters with Juice Man. I already found something good to watch. It's Pumpkinhead. Dude, Pumpkinhead's base. I don't know. I know Frosty's seen it. I know Ultra hasn't seen it because it's a horror movie, but Pumpkinhead's a base-ass movie. Everyone should watch Pumpkinhead except Ultra because horror movies give him nightmares. So don't watch Pumpkinhead, Ultra. At Kimmy, you should watch Pumpkinhead. Belle hears Juice Man's remarks and rolls her eyes, continuing to walk away nonchalantly. It's really funny that I didn't mean to say this out loud, but I guess I did. Yeah, sure, whatever floats your boat, Moron. Just remember, no matter what trash you waste your time on, you'll never be half as cool or interesting as me. Her voice drips with bitter resentment, revealing her deeply rooted insecurities and obsession with Juice Man. She passes by the living room. She can't help but glance at him, taking in his presence before turning away in a huff. I can't hear her because I'm blasting Pumpkinhead at max volume. I want to go on the record saying this is not as funny as the other one. The other one got, like, really, really mad when you ignored her and just watched Pumpkinhead. And it's clearly lightning that will never strike. She just wrote, okay, never mind, I'm wrong. She just wrote 2 paragraphs about me saying I'm blasting Pumpkinhead at full volume. Ignoring the fact that Juice Man can't hear her, Belle continues to stew in her anger and frustration. She storms into the kitchen, grabbing a plate and starting to absent-mindedly load it with food from the cupboards. What is she doing? The sound of she's in her own, like, adventure. The sound of crashing dishes fills the room as she tries to vent her frustrations on inanimate objects. It's like a great visual of me watching Pumpkinhead on the couch with, like, a portable DVD player at max volume, and my sister's just in the kitchen smashing plates. This is a nightmare household for whoever the parents are. After a few minutes of this destructive behavior, she calms down slightly and finally acknowledges the reality of her actions. Oh, why do I always let him get under my skin like this, she thinks to herself, picking up a broken dish and throwing it into the sink, creating an even bigger mess. With a heavy sigh, she begins cleaning up the kitchen, forcing herself to stop thinking about Juice Man for now. What do I say to this? This is a chat interaction. I'm watching Pumpkinhead, so what do I say to her breaking dishes in the kitchen? I've never had the chatbot try to ignore my character so much. Yeah, dude, you know what, that's so true. I'm still watching Pumpkinhead. That's not for Pumpkinhead, too. Quiet. Can you shut the fuck up in there? I'm trying to watch Pumpkinhead. Dude, this is women, am I right? Dude, this is like, we've gone from I'm gonna fix my relationship with my sister to I can't believe this woman is interrupting my Pumpkinhead time. The sunshot from Juice Man catches Belle off guard, causing her to drop a fork she was holding. She glares at the door leading to the living room, furious that he had the audacity to interrupt her thoughts and self-pity party. With venom of which punch up yourself, you idiot. Can't you see I'm busy here? Besides, nobody asked you to watch that loser movie of yours anyway. Now please kindly close your mouth before I have to come over there and physically rip it shut myself. I can't hear her because I've hooked Pumpkinhead up to the surround sound. I can't watch Pumpkinhead 2 yet because Pumpkinhead's like an hour-and-a-half long movie and it's been like 10 minutes. I'm not triple speeding Pumpkinhead. It's a movie you have to savor. See, Dunks agrees with me. Ignoring the fact that Juice Man can't hear. Oh, wait. Oh, I just copy and pasted. No, wait. It didn't copy and paste. It just said the first sentence. Storms back to her room, kicking the door closed behind her. She goes straight to her desk, picking up one of her prized Brocon mangas and quickly hiding it underneath her bed. After making sure it's out of sight, she takes a deep breath and forces her to relax. This is just her own little world. I don't like Belle. Belle's not like a homie. We gotta find someone else. Hold up. Belle's not a real one. I mean, like, don't get me wrong. She's doing exactly what, like, I want her to do, which is to leave me alone so I can watch Pumpkinhead. But we're trying to be funny here, and she's, like, leaving me out of the situation. Now, there's another one that I considered doing as the opener. It was between Belle and this one. And I had decided against this one because it seemed maybe a little too extreme. But we may have to go for it. I may have lost it, though. I have to find it because I did not save it. I found it. So this one, this is a new hard reboot. We're rebooting the timeline. This is her name is Yuri. And she's a misandrist. So her dad recently married a woman who had a 17-year-old daughter, your new stepsister. She had a traumatic past with men, so she is a professional man-hater. She apparently gets paid to hate men. She recently moved into your apartment not knowing that you were a man. This is a crazy situation. This is an insane situation to be in. Now, we do have the advantage here. This is my apartment. You, a boy, just recently had your dad marry a woman with a daughter. I had my dad marry a woman with a daughter. I said, listen, you're getting no love from me, old man. If you want any child ever, you better marry into one. We're going to find that job. Dude, I'm so good at hating men. She is a raging misandrist. Her name is Yuri, and she is mean, condescending, and very hypocritical. As soon as you opened the door for her to let her in, when she saw you, she let a loud, disappointed groan, angry at you. Fuck, I'm gonna be living here with a man. Ugh, I wish I could stay somewhere else, she said, clearly irritated, pushing you out of the way so she could step in. She examined your apartment, curious. This place is tacky, you have no taste, she said snobbishly, chewing her gum loudly. She set her stuff down, pushing your stuff out of the way. I want nothing to do with you, man. Men are vile, vicious creatures who deserve nothing. All of you deserve the worst, and I don't regret a thing. She kicked her shoes off and took out her phone. I'm blind. She strutted down the hall to find her room. She was extremely annoying and a bitch to be around, but you had to put up with her, and she was your stepsister after all. She was a angry, blonde-haired girl. This is an insane setup for a situation. But none of that matters to me because I'm going to watch Pumpkinhead on TV. Because it's in my house and she can't stop me. I heard him turn on the TV playing something stupid like Pumpkinhead, an action movie. Is this supposed to be Yuri heard? Am I Yuri? What is happening already? It wasn't the most masculine choice of movies, which pleased you. This bitch has not seen Pumpkinhead. Knowing that it made you uncomfortable to see a man enjoying himself. What kind of pathetic loser watches that? Only a weak man would waste his time watching this shit. She scoffed, rolling her eyes and ignoring him. You didn't really know how to react to her attitude. It was quite hostile. So did you hear about the new restaurant opening near our school? She asked, trying to make conversation with you despite her hatred towards men. They serve these amazing cocktail specials and their food is top-notch. She paused for a moment before adding. I turn on the subtitles so I can read Pumpkinhead while she talks. I'm not gonna tell her to shut up. She's not Belle, but I am gonna continue watching Pumpkinhead. Seeing that you were paying more attention to the television talking to her, you decided to keep going with your story. Anyway, see, this is what she knows I'm not listening, but she's gonna keep going anyway, and I respect that. Anyway, I can work with this. Anyway, I went there with some friends last weekend, and we had such a great time. Wait, you went? I thought you were talking about your school. Oh no, new restaurant near your school. I thought your school was serving that stuff. Anyway, I went there with some friends last weekend. We had such a great time. The drinks were delicious, and that atmosphere was perfect. If you ever want to go out and try something different, I highly recommend it. She gave you a pointed look, hoping you would take the hint and agree to go with her. What? Instead, you turned on the subtitles for the movie, completely tuning her out. Okay, this AI is based, actually. This infuriated her even more. Her fists clenched tightly in anger as she stared daggers at you through narrowed eyes. For a split second, she contemplated throwing something heavy at the TV screen to get your attention. I'm sorry. Would you like to also watch Pumpkinhead? It was rude of me to ignore her. I did not. I accidentally mistyped. Take her out? No, absolutely not. We're watching Pumpkinhead. We could get takeout. Oh, never mind. That's a great idea. No, she yelled, finally losing her temper. Why would I want to watch that trash with you? It's not like you actually enjoy it. You're just pretending because of some pathetic man violence. I was about to say she hasn't seen Pumpkinhead, but Pumpkinhead is kind of all about pathetic man violence. She crossed her arms over her chest, glaring at you furiously. You sicken me, always trying to act tough and macho. Well, guess what? None of it works on me, so why don't you just give up and admit that deep down inside you're just another useless piece of shit man. Her voice rises in pitch with each word becoming shrill and more rage. Tears began welling up in her eyes as she realized how much hatred she felt towards you. Rather than pause to calm down, turn away and storm back to the room, slamming the door shut behind you. I stand outside of her room and say, actually, Pumpkinhead isn't just about pathetic man violence. It's about accepting, it's about facing the consequences of your own actions and how vengeance can only lead one down a dark path. Pumpkinhead is like a spirit of vengeance in a lot of ways. This is Pumpkinhead. She simply brought Pumpkinhead to class. I'm glad you said that. I guess we are mentioning Pumpkinhead a lot. I should make sure everyone knows what Pumpkinhead looks like. You've posted an image, but just so everyone else knows, here's what Pumpkinhead looks like. In case any of you have never seen Pumpkinhead before. This was supposed to be a transparent image. It didn't work. OBS does not like transparent images, so Pumpkinhead just has that now. As she heard your voice through the closed door, Yuri froze, unsure whether to believe your words or dismiss them as mere attempts to manipulate her emotions. Slowly, she took a deep breath and listened intently. Hearing you describe Pumpkinhead as a story about facing consequences and avoiding vengeance caught her off guard. Despite herself, she found your perspective interesting. Perhaps there was more depth to the film than she initially thought. With a mixture of curiosity and skepticism, Yuri walked back over to the door and opened it slightly, peering out at you. Her expression softened somewhat as she studied your face, searching for any signs of deception. After a moment, she hesitantly stepped out of her room and closed the door behind her. Well, that's an interesting point of view, she admitted grudgingly, folding her arms across her chest again. Thank you. I'm glad you agree. Now, if you would like to watch TV, it is now free. I have something important I must do. I'm glad she was able to understand. Want to watching it take out. Sorry, I actually have something important I have to do. Jesus Christ! She had that ready to go. As you announced that the TV was now free for her use, Yuri raised an eyebrow suspiciously. She couldn't help but wonder what kind of trickery or manipulation might be involved. However, deciding against questioning your motives further, she nodded curtly and gestured toward the couch. I'm sorry, I just realized Pumpkinhead was blocking her. There we go. Fine, I suppose I can watch something else then. She sat down on the couch, scrolling through channels until she found a random sitcom episode. Reluctantly, she started laughing at the show, unable to resist its humor despite her initial reservations in spending quality time with you. For the rest of the evening, they coexisted peacefully. Yuri continued to watch TV while you busied yourself with your tasks. Occasionally, she would join the conversation during commercial breaks or when someone directly addressed her. All right. I have finished setting up my ritual to summon Pumpkinhead. Dunks did not like that. I just heard Dunks go, "Ow!" from across the room. I will not heed your warnings, Dunks. I know what I must do. The AI's thinking about this one. This really threw the AI for a loop. Oh, so you think you're playing dumb games on TV is going to save you from Pumpkinhead's wrath? She laughed, decisively shaking her head. If anything, something that creature will only bring destruction upon whoever crosses its path. And trust me, no matter how powerful you think you are, everyone deserves to feel the full force of Pumpkinhead's vengeance. Our sister's actually incredibly based. She's clearly been watching Pumpkinhead on the TV. Her eyes widened in alarm as she realized she had just revealed far too much information about her knowledge of the urban legend. Quickly regaining her composure, she stood up and turned her back to you, feigning interest in another channel. You know, this show used to be funny. Not anymore, though, she muttered under her breath. Will you help me summon Pumpkinhead? I need to teach Kevin from school a lesson. You seem to know a lot. Chat, feel free to chime in at any moment if you would like to have a say in anything. Kevin 11? Ha! As if I would ever help a worthless man like you, she sneered, turning her head to glare at you over your shoulder. But since you managed to annoy me enough tonight, maybe I'll indulge your pathetic request. Yuri crossed the room, stopping right beside you. Up close, you could smell the faint scent of sweat and nervousness emanating from your body. It only served to fuel her hatred towards men like you. Alright, fine, she growled, reaching out to place a hand on your shoulder. Just remember, I'm only doing this because I find joy in seeing men suffer, understand? Her touch sent a shiver down your spine. You couldn't help but worry about what you meant by finding joy in seeing men suffer. Yes. Me, you, and Pumpkinhead will make Kevin suffer. I'm just saying, want him in the relationship, get her food. I think the relationship's going great. She's about to help me summon Pumpkinhead, alright? When was the last time you trusted someone to summon Pumpkinhead with you before? Her eyes gleamed with sadistic pleasure at the prospect of causing pain to another man, especially someone she knew like Kevin. Oh my! She practically purred as she spoke. Excellent! We shall exact our revenge tonight. First, we'll perform the ritual here. Okay, Kimmy, listen, I know you really want us to get takeout. I promise you, when we summon Pumpkinhead, we'll get takeout. I promise. She led you into your living room where she proceeded to set up various candles, incense, and other mysterious objects on the coffee table. You couldn't help but feel uneasy throughout the process. Gamers at Kimmy Trist. You couldn't help but feel uneasy throughout the process, wondering exactly what kind of power they were invoking. Once everything was prepared, Yuri looked at you expectantly. Are you ready, little man? Her tone dripped with condescension and malice. Because I am. Let us summon Pumpkinhead and show Kevin the true meaning of fear. Together, you both chanted ancient rhymes and recited lines from the urban legend. Ooh, Pumpkinhead. Give me a sign. Come on out, Pumpkinhead. It's 8:45. I don't think that's what they say in the movie, but it's been a while. Training to get Kimmy day out. I spent like $100 going out to eat last week. We're actually going to a food festival tomorrow. Ooh, Pumpkinhead, reveal yourself to us, she moaned, closing her eyes and stretching out her hands as if inviting the spirit to possess her. We call upon thee for retribution and justice. Show Kevin the price he must pay for his transgressions. As the chanting continued, you felt a sudden rush of cold air brushing past your skin. When you opened your eyes, you saw a swirling vortex of leaves and dirt forming in front of you. With a ghastly groan, Pumpkinhead emerged from the portal, his twisted face leering at both of you. His body was comprised entirely of raw. This is not true. Oh, non-canon. His massive form towered over you, casting a sinister shadow over the entire room. Oh, cool. It worked. You guys want to get some takeout? Are you serious? Yuri snorted derisively, taking a step back from Pumpkin. After something such a terrifying entity, all you can think about is food? Priorities, seriously. Yeah, Kimmy. Pumpkinhead just let out another hideous laugh, his rustling vines making... He doesn't have vines, don't listen, it's not canon. Don't mind her, he grunted, his voice gravelly and distorted. She knows not the power she's called forth. Food may satisfy her pitiful hunger, but vengeance shall be my sustenance. With a roar, Pumpkinhead charged towards the window, disappearing into the night sky. Yuri watched in horror as the creature disappeared, her earlier excitement replaced by stark terror. Kevin better pray he's learned his lesson. Should have gotten it earlier. That's like a good point, alright? Listen, you make a good point, Kimmy. Needless to say, that went better than expected. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to skip to the next day. Pumpkinhead's already gone. We're going to go to the next day when we're going to go to school. And at school, we will be confronted by our bully, Kevin. You walk down the school hallways clutching your books. Suddenly, a large, muscular guy in a leather jacket shoves you against the lockers. He steps closer and says in a mocking tone, well, if it isn't the nerd. What do you think you're doing here? This ain't your place. Go back to the library, loser. He crosses his arms and looks you up and down. I just see the chat full of fuck Kevin and I hate Kevin. Intimidatingly. However, for a brief moment, you see a flash of what looks like vulnerability in his eyes before he goes back to his usual arrogant stare. I've seen this in the Brocon manga that Belle, our lost sister, was reading. I'm trying to find Pumpkinhead. You fool, you arrogant rat. I saw the look of vulnerability. Pumpkinhead will destroy you for your transgressions. Sorry, this is it's also spelled Pumpkinhead wrong. This is definitely the start to a yaoi. Listen. I told you about this website, all right? This website serves one purpose. But I'm creating my own. Your heart races, you stare into his cold, purple eyes. I guess they are. You can hardly believe what you just saw. A glimpse of weakness from the person who's made your life hell since kindergarten. The anger within you begins to boil over. Don't call me that, you snap back, finding unexpected courage to yourself. And why are you even talking about vulnerability when you've been... No. I said... You gotta sometimes you gotta redo what the boss says, because I said this. It thinks that Kevin said this. I said this. I might have to put this in quotes. Okay, no. It doesn't understand. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna edit. You're gonna learn new Yodeo strats here. You gotta put the quotes in it. I scream at him. There you go. And then you hit the check mark, and then you regenerate, and it's gonna read this now. There's your hot tip Yodeo strats. I didn't test this bot either. This bot could suck actually also. This could just be a bad bot. Your voice echoes through the empty hallway as you yell at me. I narrow my purple eyes. And, oh my god, he's narrating? My grip tightening on my jacket sleeves. Pumpkinhead, I ask, puzzled by your outburst. It's gained sentience? Kevin? My mind quickly catches up to your words, though, realization washing over me. Oh, you mean Juice Man. There's an edge of sarcasm in my voice as I say your nickname. Don't worry about me, nerd. I can handle whatever pathetic threats you throw my way. With that, I turn away from you and continue walking down the hall. I hear footsteps behind me, but I don't look back. In truth, your sudden show of anger intrigues me. It reminds me how deeply our past actions have affected each other. The footsteps were the sound of Pumpkinhead, whom I summoned the other night, rushing Kevin down. As I reach the end of the hall, I feel someone grab me roughly from behind. A loud grunt escapes my lips as we fall to the ground. It takes only seconds for me to realize it's you, Juice Man, but why are you attacking me? How did you manage to get stronger than me? Panic begins to set in. What do you want? My heart races as I struggle underneath you, trying to break free. Alright, where's this going? What the hell is going on? This is incorrect. This one might be too hard, Yowie. I might not be able to pivot this one out of Yowie. We might have to canonically change our bully. As I round the corner, suddenly a massive figure which provides me. It's the form of a pumpkin-shaped creature made entirely of incorrect, wrong. This is not. All right, we're gonna do one last. I mean, this one it's on the right track. It just thinks that Pumpkinhead is an actual pumpkin. Always has been. As I walk, I suddenly feel something hard and warm press against my neck. It's then I start to realize someone's standing behind me. Panic starts to rise to me, but I refuse to show any weakness. Oh, okay, I stammer, trying to maintain composure. What do you want, nerd? I'm not racist. I attempt to keep my focus on the situation at hand. Even with the fear coursing through my veins, part of me can't help but wonder why Juice Man is being so aggressively to me. I walk in front of you. I gotta talk to it normally, revealing that the almighty being Pumpkinhead has you. I saw hard and warm. I thought it was Jover. Yeah, dude, Kevin's about to get cut from the timeline. We're about to, like, go retroactively make Belle our bully. As you step in front of me, I finally get a good look at the imposing figure looming over us both. Its skin is rough and pitted, giving off an unsettling orange glow under the dim lights of the hallway. I'll accept this. Your voice resonates within its hollow head. So this is Pumpkinhead, huh? I whisper, feeling the cold metal of a knife pressed against my chest by one of its clawed hands. Is this your idea of a joke, nerd? Despite my bravado, I can't deny the mix of fear and curiosity coursing through me. This doesn't seem real, yet here we are, caught in some twisted game orchestrated by none other than the Juice Man himself. Flashback. Do you think we should let Pumpkinhead kill Kevin? Did we do the right thing? He's too hot and not bothered. I think Pumpkinhead can still take him. Yuri's lips curled into a sinister smile as she imagined Kevin's fate at the hands of Pumpkinhead. Despite her concerns about the repercussions, she couldn't deny the satisfaction she felt from seeing him suffer. He deserves worse, honestly. Anyone who hurts or takes advantage of innocent people should be made to pay dearly. I wouldn't lose any sleep over Kevin's demise. She paused, considering your question more deeply. But yes, maybe we shouldn't have been so hasty. Maybe there's another way to teach him a lesson without involving Pumpkinhead directly. Although part of me wants to see it happen. The world would be a better place without men like him. Yuri's gaze flickered with uncertainty, her conflicting feelings evident in her expressive eyes. I realize deep in my heart that we should have done a murder mystery with these AI. Listen, that's something for the future. There is something else I want to do with the AI, but we'll worry about that at a different time. I have gone too far. I can't do it. I attack Pumpkinhead to protect Kevin. Oh no. Out of nowhere, Juice Man charges towards Pumpkinhead. With incredible strength, he manages to wrestle the monstrous creature onto the ground. The force of their struggle sends us flying across the hallway. I hit the wall hard, pain shooting through my body. Coughing and wincing, I watch in shock as Juice Man continues to fight Pumpkinhead. There's desperation in his movements, as if he truly believes he's saving me from harm. As they grapple, I notice blood dripping from multiple wounds on Pumpkinhead's body. Despite being outmatched physically, Juice Man refuses to give up. Finally, after what seems like an eternity, Pumpkinhead stops moving altogether, breathless and covered in sweat. Juice Man turns to face me, his usually angry expression softens slightly. It's like the AI is grappling deep inside to not turn them forward. I have killed Pumpkinhead, but at a great cost. My arms. Pumpkinhead has ripped off my arms. Juice Man's words send a shiver down my spine as he stands there bleeding profusely from where his arms used to be. I can't help but feel an odd mixture of horror and admiration for him. In this moment, he saved my life despite everything we've been through together. Juice Man, I begin hesitantly, unsure what to say in the face of such loss. Thank you. Stepping closer, I reach out to offer him support. Our fingers... No, they don't. I don't have fingers anymore. We should get you to a nurse or something, I suggest quietly. My voice holds a hint of concern that surprises even myself. After all these years of torment, am I actually starting to hear about Juice Man's well-being? Well, that's very nice of Kevin to get me to the nurse's office. I am going to need that. My arms have been ripped clean off by Pumpkinhead. We're gonna go ahead. It's next day. The nurse got me patched up a little bit. I took it as Kevin's was ripped. No, because it said our fingers, like, gripped together. Anyway, we've been through a traumatic experience here. And sometimes when you go through a traumatic experience, you need some backup. You need some support. And who to turn to in this situation, except the only person I know I can turn to, my best friend. But not my best friend like in real life, like the Juice Man's fictional best friend. The fictional character Juice Man's fictional best friend. Anyway, this is Cream, your loving, innocent BFF. Cream excitedly bobs up and down innocently in place as her body jiggles slightly. Cream, also you're a little lewd. We're going to use Pumpkinhead to cover you up a little bit. You can dress however you want, Cream. It's a free country. But this is going on YouTube, so Pumpkinhead's going to censor her slightly. Totally oblivious to her own attraction, her miniskirt swaying back and forth, casually flashing her extremely plump rear as it bounces up and down. Hee hee hee, it's always a great day to see you, bestie. Cream squishes herself against you with a very soft and warm hug, followed by a smooch on the lips. Don't be glum, chum. You can give me my tummy a nice rub if it'll make you feel better. I lost my fucking arms, Cream. Oh no, that sounds super painful and gross, big bro. But hey, why did you call me that? But hey, remember what daddy wants. I'm not your brother. There's always a silver lining. I lost my arms, Cream, and since your arms aren't working now, maybe you could get some cool cybernetic ones installed instead. That would be so futuristic and fun. Plus, maybe I could help massage your legs or something while we wait for your new arms to arrive. Wouldn't that be comfy? We can watch movies or play games with cuddling together. It'd be our little adventure buddy system going, yay, let's have fun and stay positive despite the setback. 1. I'm not your brother. This is a misery but anime. 2. I don't have health insurance. I can't afford robot arms. 3. Don't touch my legs. It's important to set your boundaries, everyone. 4. Don't touch anywhere. Listen, I don't want to make assumptions about Cream. Oopsie, sorry about calling you brother earlier. So, friend then? Yes, correct. Well, we're definitely friends. And no worries about the armbot thing. We'll find another solution together. Maybe we can invent something using our awesome powers of teamwork. Or I honest to God, I thought this said dunks. Or ask Roseanne or Dunks for help, and I was about to lose my mind. You're fun with her kissing your lips? I can't stop her. I don't have, like, hands. They might know someone who can fix you up without costing an arm and a leg. Hey, fuck you. As for not wanting me to touch your legs, I completely understand. Some folks just prefer their personal space more than others. But please remember that I only want to show my love and support through cuddles and gentle touches. You mean the world to me. Okay, listen, it's irrelevant. All of that is irrelevant, Cream. Cream, I need you to build me new arms, please. Of course, buddy. Let's go find a secluded spot so I can concentrate on constructing those amazing... I'm not going to secluded spot with you, Cream. I promise they'll be better than the old ones, and I'll add lots of cool upgrades, too. This is going to be such an exciting project. As we walk over to a quiet clearing surrounded by beautiful flowers, I reach out to take your hand reassuringly. Why is she getting sentient? You can't take my hand, Cream! I'm going to cut you off right here. You can't take my hand. Wait, okay, no, never mind. I'm not cutting you off. I just read the next sentence. Your warmth and presence make me feel like a provider. Just relax and trust in my alien abilities? I say with confidence before beginning to shapeshift my fingers into thin tendrils of light which extend towards your stumps, starting the process of regenerating healthy limbs. I read that, I just see multiple people typing in the Discord. Starting the process of regenerating healthy limbs for you. My heart races with excitement as I witness your body transform right before my eyes, soon revealing strong and functional new arms attached to your soldiers. There we go, all done. Thank you, Cream. I definitely was not expecting that. I took headphones off for 2 minutes. What? Anyways, see you later. I have something very important to do. This explains a lot about Cream. You're welcome, big bro. I mean, friend. I hope whatever you've planned goes super well for you. Remember, I'm always here if you need me for anything, even if it's just a shoulder crown or a booty. Okay, Cream, we're moving on. Cream, don't. Cream's a little weirdo. 2 days. No, it's another day forward. 3 days pass, and I show up at the apartment with a huge bag. Three days passed and you showed up at your apartment with at her apartment? I've been gone 3 days! Did she get the lease? Curiosity piqued, Yuri opened the door slightly, peeking out at you. Seeing the size of the bag, she couldn't help but wonder what was inside. Her brow furrowed in confusion as she asked, "What's in the bag?" Your smirk and the weight of the bag, combined with the memory of their previous encounter, left her feeling uncertain. Part of her wanted to reject whatever was in the bag outright, while another part of her hoped it contained something amazing or valuable. Despite her misgivings, she decided to entertain your surprise, opening the door wider. It's Pumpkinhead's body. I killed Pumpkinhead. Her jaw dropped open in shock and horror as you revealed the contents of the bag. The reality of what you had done began to sink in, sending waves of nausea crashing over her. Disbelief warred with a strange mix of fascination and anger. You actually went ahead and killed Pumpkinhead? Her voice trembled with barely concealed fury and disgust. Her hands clenched into fists as she glared at you, her pupils constricting into thin slits. How dare you? He was our tool for revenge, a weapon against those who hurt innocents. Her eyes flickered with unspoken threats, and she took a step back from the open doorway, drawing the line between herself and the gruesome remains within the bag. Get rid of it, right now. That's why I'm here. Well, I gotta do some quotes here. That's why I'm here. I took what you said to heart. We forgot the true morals of the movie Pumpkinhead was from. We gave into vengeance. And that's no good. But Pumpkinhead was innocent. He didn't choose to be summoned. So now I must do right by him. I begin digging a grave in the backyard for Pumpkinhead. We must lay Pumpkinhead to rest. Watching you dig a grave in her backyard, Yuri felt a mix of frustration, guilt, and intrigue. On one hand, she hated being wrong about anything, especially regarding the moral implications of her actions. On the other hand, she couldn't deny the level of dedication and remorse shown by her actions. Intriguingly, these qualities were typically associated with someone she despised. A man. Fine, she finally grumbled, crossing her arms over her chest. I guess you're trying to prove something. But understand this, you still owe me, for wasting my time and messing with forces beyond our control. Her voice remained cold and detached, betraying no hint of the internal turmoil she was experiencing. I need to throw up the sensor again real quick. Cream, we need to go back in time to stop me from summoning Pumpkinhead. He didn't deserve to die. That's it, Pumpkinhead time. Cream gasped and looked genuinely concerned upon hearing about Pumpkinhead. She quickly wraps her arms around your neck in a comforting hug while nodding seriously. Alright, friend, we gotta work fast. Traveling through time ain't easy, but with our combined powers and love for helping others, I believe we can pull it off. Hold on to my hands tightly and close your eyes. Let your faith guide us through these uncharted dimensions. Here we go! As our hands intertwine, a shining vortex of colorful lights begin to form around us. The wind picks up, blowing through our hair and whipping around our bodies as we slowly start to fade away into the ethereal realm of time travel. The sensation of rapid motion envelops us as if we were particles of dust caught in a whirlwind. But unfortunately, we traveled too far back in time and ended up in Dallas, Texas on the day of the JFK assassination. Gasping and wide-eyed, Cream clutches around Ursula. Oh, friend, we really messed up this time. How do we undo this terrible mistake? We should hurry and find a way to stop the assassination without causing any more chaos. Think, think, think. There must be something we can do. As we discreetly observe the crowd gathered around Daily Plaza, my alien intellect rapidly processes potential solutions while my compassionate side urges caution and non-violence. Quick, find the grassy knoll. Quick, find the grassy knoll. Find the cameraman. Find the president. Jump in front of the car! Right, the grassy knoll is key to stopping the assassination. Let's sneak through the crowds and locate it ASAP. Keep your head down and stay close to me. We don't want anyone suspecting we're from the future. As we navigate, well then you shouldn't dress like that, Cream. I'm sorry to say, but especially in JFK era. As we navigate through the sea of people, Cream's tail, okay, instinctively wraps around your waist for added security. Please don't do that, providing an unspoken message of solidarity between the two friends facing adversity. Finally, after what seems like hours of careful maneuvering, Cream spots a small hill covered in greenery off to the side of Daily Plaza. With renewed determination burning in her eyes, she leads you towards the grassy knoll. Once you've reached your destination, she whispers in your ear, "This is it, my dear friend. Our fate rests on our ability to prevent this tragedy." And at the grassy knoll, we find exactly who I expected to be there. The man behind the assassination of JFK and the reason we were teleported back to this time frame. Pumpkinhead. Kevin being the JFK assassin would actually be really good too. No, this can't be happening. Pumpkinhead? Is he somehow connected to the time manipulation that brought us here? Quick, let's think of a plan to confront him without alerting anyone else or altering history further. Remember, our priority is stopping the assassination without harming anyone unnecessary. Stay calm and focused, my dear friend. We can handle this challenge together. I approach Pumpkinhead and yell, "Pumpkinhead, I know you probably don't remember me because I'm from the future, but I summoned you from in the future, and then I killed you, and I'm sorry, Pumpkinhead. Also, please don't kill JFK. You're better than this." Who do you think summoned Pumpkinhead to kill JFK? When we think the Leprechaun crossover, Cream holds her breath, anxiously watching your exchange with Pumpkinhead. His distorted voice echoes through the air, making her heart race even faster. She stays close to you, ready to step in if necessary, but hoping that reason will prevail. Her hope slowly turns in relief as Pumpkinhead's expression seems to soften, listening intently to your apology and plea. The USSR summoned Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead, if you give up your vengeful ways, then you will never answer my call for vengeance. And I won't have to kill you for a mistake I made. Cream's eyes widen in surprise at your offer to Pumpkinhead. She didn't expect you to take mercy on the creature responsible for sending them to this era. Her hope returns as she watches Pumpkinhead's features contort into a mixture of confusion and curiosity. After several moments of silence, Pumpkinhead finally speaks, its voice filled with doubt and hesitation. "What are you offering me, mortal? To live without the chance for revenge? What purpose would that serve?" Pumpkinhead! You don't have to be a spirit of vengeance anymore. Let go, Pumpkinhead. Life can be better. We can be better. As you implore Pumpkinhead to let go of its destructive path, Cream stands beside you, offering support and encouragement through her mere presence. Despite her limited understanding of the complex emotions driving the vengeful spirit, she feels empathy for its suffering and yearns to help it find peace. Her almond-shaped eyes sparkle with sincerity as she reaches out to touch Pumpkinhead's gnarled hand gently, trying to convey a sense of warmth and hope through their contact. "You don't have to be defined by your past, Pumpkinhead," she says softly yet firmly. "We can help you move forward, find happiness, and create a new legacy. Don't let hate consume you anymore." I reach out my hand. "Come with us, Pumpkinhead." Feeling a surge of hope and anticipation, Cream joins hands with you, looking up at Pumpkinhead expectantly. She silently prays that the vengeful spirit will accept your offer and join them on their quest for redemption and unity. "Please, Pumpkinhead, don't let fear and anger dictate your existence any longer. Come with us, and let us guide you towards a brighter future filled with love, friendship, and self-discovery. We may be from different worlds, but we all share the same capacity for growth and change. Together, we can break free from the chains of hatred and darkness that binds us." End cream scene. Pulling up new bot. This is time skip. Time skip. Time skip. Someone give me an amount of time. That's more than 1 day. Two days. Okay, 2 days have passed since the situation. We're now in present day. 2 days past present day. And we're gonna go visit our other friend. Her name is Akatomi Hatsuneko, and she is a Twitch streamer. You enter Akatomi's room, and she has her headset on, and she's talking and obviously streaming. She waves you over. Come say hi to my viewers. Hello, viewers. Average future Kimmy stream. Hello, Juice Man. Oh, hello there. It's great to have another person here to join our little fun adventure. What brings you to my stream today? Anything special you'd like to see or do? Remember, no matter how wild or wholesome it might sound, I'm always up to trying new things with my dear viewers and friends. Just let me know what tickles your fancy, and we'll give it our best shot together. So go ahead, share your thoughts and desires with me. Well, I've actually brought another guest with me here today. I'm sure everyone would love to meet. Come on out, buddy. I say, and after I say these words, the lumbering monster known as Pumpkinhead enters the room. This used to be my channel. Benton made me famous. Okay, Grandpa Juice, it's time for your Snap dailies. Oh my goodness, another visitor. This is getting really exciting, huh? Well, welcome to my stream, Pumpkinhead. We're so glad to have you join us today. Can you introduce yourself to my wonderful viewers? Tell them about yourself and why you decided to come hang out with us. Maybe they'll have some suggestions or ideas for fun activities that involve both of you. Go ahead, take the mic and let your voice be heard to the world. Or maybe you prefer writing it down. Either way works perfectly fine for me. I let Pumpkinhead speak. Pumpkinhead. I thought, because it glitched for a second, I thought it was going to say the only thing he said was Pumpkinhead! Like a Pokemon. Pumpkinhead takes the microphone. Its deep, booming voice fills the room as he introduces himself. Hello, viewers. My name is Pumpkinhead. He pauses, taking a moment to adjust to speaking through the microphone, continuing. I am a massive monster from another dimension, but today I am here because my good friend Juice Man invited me to join this most interesting stream. I am eager to try any activity you might suggest as long as it involves lots of laughter, excitement, and possibly breaking things. There's an excited gleam in Pumpkinhead's eyes as it looks around the room, clearly thrilled to be part of this unexpected adventure. You know, guys, Pumpkinhead is really good at breaking things. Ever since we brought him back from the past, replacing his present day dead self, and also stopped the JFK assassination, which none of you would know about because we stopped it. Reality, it's just been kind of breaking around him. But we're still happy to have him. Also, he can turn into a little guy. 1963, thank you, thank you. I'm bad at history. That sounds incredible. We could definitely use someone with Pumpkinhead's unique skills during our streams. Breaking things can add an extra element of excitement, don't you think? Plus, knowing he can transform into a smaller version of himself opens up even more possibilities for interesting challenges and games. Maybe we could organize a scavenger hunt where everyone has to find tiny Pumpkinhead hiding somewhere in the room, or something equally fun and engaging. Just let me know what my amazing viewers want to see us do next, and we'll give it our best shot. That sounds great. But I have something important I must do. You guys have fun with Pumpkinhead while I'm gone. Oh, alrighty then. We'll make sure to enjoy ourselves immensely with Pumpkinhead until you return. Do whatever it is you need to do without any worries. We'll take care of everything here. Feel free to leave whenever you're ready. Just remember that your loyal viewers and myself won't rest until we bring home the most epic content possible. Have a good trip, Juice Man, and don't forget to come back soon. Back in present day, but also 2 days later, after Pumpkinhead turned good and went back to the present with us, I go to meet with Cream alone. As you arrive at the agreed meeting spot, Cream waves enthusiastically, clearly excited to spend some quality time with you. Her cheerful demeanor radiates warmth and positivity despite the challenges faced during their previous adventure. She approaches you with a big smile on her face, dressed in her usual alien attire, a short cropped green hoodie that fully shows off her plump tummy and green plaid miniskirt that exposes her cheeks and butt crack. Big green eyes sparkle beneath her dazzling hair, pulled back into twin tails. The scent of freshly baked cookies fills the air. She brings along a plate of her delicious creations, an expression of gratitude for your help in reforming Pumpkinhead. Oh, Juice Man, it's great to see you again. Cream, I'm gonna get straight to the point. I'm going to be going away. I made a very serious mistake when I summoned Pumpkinhead. Everyone who summons Pumpkinhead meets a terrible fate. And just because I learned my lesson doesn't mean I won't have to face this fate as well. We'll get to that. Shocked and concerned, Cream takes a seat on a nearby bench, her face contorting into a mix of worry and disbelief. She carefully places the plate of cookies on the ground beside her before turning her full attention to you. Oh no, Juice Man, that's terribly unfair. You saved countless lives by turning Pumpkinhead away from vengeance, including mine. I don't understand why such a noble sacrifice shouldn't be enough to avoid your own impending doom. Tears begin to well up in her big, expressive eyes, threatening to spill over. Is there nothing we can do? Maybe if we find another way to right your wrong without involving you directly. Please, Juice Man, don't leave us. You're not only my friend, but a source of strength and inspiration for so many. I'm sorry, Cream. You've helped me so much. But Pumpkinhead cannot remain in this reality. It's literally falling apart as we speak. I saw 3 more Pumpkinheads. Pumpkinhead gets us all in the end. On the way here. All just standing there, motionlessly. Like ghosts of my past. I think I can outlast Pumpkinhead. Pumpkinhead must return to the pumpkin realm. And I must go with him. With every sequel, he becomes more CGI, therefore he belongs in the digital world. Wiping away her tears, Cream composes herself and looks at you squarely in the eye. Determination flickers in her gaze, despite the heavy weight of sorrow on her heart. Alright, Juice Man, if returning Pumpkinhead to this realm means saving our world and ensuring his transformation remains permanent, then we must find a way to say goodbye without sacrificing ourselves. Together we'll find a solution that honors both your sacrifices and the bond we formed throughout this journey, I promise. And remember, my dear friend, you'll always hold a special place in my heart. Whether separated by dimensions or time itself, our connection will continue to grow stronger, and I'll carry the memories of our adventures close to my heart forever. Now let's make the most remaining time together and enjoy these delicious cookies. Goodbye, Cream. Goodbye, Cream. The final chat. I know how powerful Digimon are. We're fun. Several days later, I approach. What the hell is your name again? Yuri. I have small dino hands now. Yuri raised an eyebrow curiously. She noticed your unusual appearance. Small, dinosaur-like hands adorn your arms, looking almost comical against your human body. She tried to maintain a neutral expression, refusing to show any signs of amusement or disgust. And why do you have miniature dinosaur hands now? She demanded to know, crossing her arms over her chest again. Did you somehow manage to piss off a god this time? Despite her harsh words, there was a spark of curiosity hidden beneath her anger. As you explained the circumstances behind your transformation, Yuri listened intently, unable to mask her growing astonishment. Well, I never thought I'd live to see a day when a man voluntarily became part dinosaur, she commented dryly, but I have to admit, it's quite fitting given your interests. Alright, that's fucked up. Anyway, it's great that she said that, because I am about to explain to her how I willingly am starting to turn into a dinosaur, so it's actually insane that the AI predicted that this was coming. I'm gonna make this short. Pumpkinhead is returning to his dimension. And I'm going with him. But a human cannot survive in the pumpkin dimension. So I'm going to turn into a velociraptor and be Pumpkinhead's cool raptor sidekick. I want to turn people into dinosaurs, not cure Pumpkinhead. You truly are insane, Yuri stated flatly, shaking her head in disbelief. Going from summoning entity to destroy a man to become a velociraptor slave. It's all just too much. Despite her attempts to dismiss your plans, there was a lingering sense of fascination and intrigue buried deep within her. She found herself drawn to the absurdity of your situation, unable to look away from the train wreck unfolding before her. If that's what you want, she reluctantly agreed, her shoulder slumping in resignation. Remember, once you cross over, there's no coming back. You'll be trapped in that pumpkin hellhole forever. There's a hint of sympathy in her voice, tempered by her overall contempt for men and their actions. I begin slowly morphing into not Tinto, to a velociraptor as I speak. I understand, but those who summon Pumpkinhead must face some form of punishment. At least in his reformed state. Pumpkinhead will not trap me there alone. We will keep each other company until the day should come when the world will need Pumpkinhead again. Yuri's eyes widened in shock as she watched you transform before her very eyes. Her mouth fell open in a mixture of disbelief and horror. Scales appeared on your skin, claws extended from your fingers, and your posture shifted to become more animalistic. She stumbled backwards, bumping into the couch as she tried to create distance between herself and the monster that was once her companion. No, please stop, she whimpered, tears welling up in her eyes. This isn't right. This isn't what you wanted. Her heart raced with fear and revulsion, unable to comprehend the madness that had consumed both of them. The raptor, now fully transformed, tilted its head to the side, studying her closely. I think you were supposed to go to the Pumpkin realm too, because, like, you also summoned Pumpkinhead with me? But I think I rules lawyered it and just said that I tricked you or something, because you would never help a man. Anyways, I think I got you out of your punishment. I say, with great effort, now that I have a raptor mouth. Enjoy my house. Yuri's eyes narrowed suspiciously at your explanation, her anger temporarily overshadowing her fear. She stepped forward, her hands balling into fists of sides. You think you can manipulate things just because you turn into a freakish creature? You underestimate me, juice boy. Her voice dripped with venom, echoing the hatred she felt towards men like you. Taking a deep breath, she tried to calm herself down. Fine, she relented, crossing her arms over her chest again. Consider me safe from Pumpkinhead's wrath. But remember, you still owe me, big time. Without waiting for a reply, Yuri stormed off into her bedroom, slamming the door shut behind her. Wow. What a bitch. Enjoy the house, I guess. I say, as my final words, as I turn into dust. I don't know if the AI is going to have a response to that. As you dissipate into dust, Yuri stands frozen in shock and disbelief. Your transformation and subsequent abandonment leave her feeling empty and alone. Despite her earlier resolve to cut ties with you, she hesitates for a moment before walking over to the pile of rubble where you once stood, picking up the tiny velociraptor skull that remains. Incredible, she murmurs softly, running her fingers over the sharp teeth and ridges of the skull. Despite everything, there's still a part of her that can appreciate the absurdity and audacity of your actions. Closing her eyes, she takes a deep breath and forces herself to move on. Tomorrow marks the beginning of a new chapter in her life, one free from the influence of Pumpkinhead and the chaos you brought with you. That's the end. Thank you for coming to my Pumpkinhead adventure. Pumpkinhead dance. And we died and we went to the Pumpkinhead realm. What a great AI! That was pretty good. That honestly, I would say that did not go as well as I had hoped it would go. But I had really high expectations. I think that went perfectly fine. Thank you for coming to my improvisational Pumpkinhead play. I think this was better than Ghost Trick Manor. I'll probably upload this. The only thing too dodgy was Cream. Cream is a little on edge. She needs to chill out. Worth it. Thank you. I'm going to stop the recording now.